Oh, Ripley, you didn't put on any music. And why does something always break as soon as I hit start? It's almost as embarrassing as a rogue fart. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is just a test into the microphone. Turn it up a bit, a little bit down, cause I'll get loud. Do 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 do. Tilt it. Sorry about this noise. There. Hello? Hello? Space Goonie? Is it a stream you're looking for? Cause this one's going live in this crazy dive. Sometimes we wait, no, that's a different song. Ripley, where's the intro? Where's the intro, Ripley? What's going on here? What's going on? Ripley, the intro. Hello? Old intro? What in the fun? Okay. There's Milo talking. Hey, I don't know what's going on over here. But there's no intro. Try the intro button again. There's just no intro. Did I accidentally delete the intro? I accidentally deleted the intro is what I did. Awesome. Is it in the trash? I don't think it's still in the trash. Ooh, lots of stuff in there. Did some cleaning up. Might be in there. I don't think that's it. Awesome. Awesome. All right, hopefully that's still somewhere I can export it again. Find it odd that the old one also isn't there. Do 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 do. There's no intro to the show, so we'll make one up right now as we go. Find in the folder and see what we can see. Oh yeah, I deleted all those movies just for me. Commercial. $49 megabytes. That's too big. Let me see what this one looks like. No idea what this is. And nuts at the loop. Okay. Ripley, you're not wearing a shirt. Let's just start the show.
5 stars. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
And tell your hot mom.
Hot mom.
There's no such thing as grownups.com.
Alright, get out of here, Ripley. Hey, it's the joy of drawing things with no such thing as the grown-ups. Good enough, what? Good enough. Alright, camera 1. Buttons work. Fantastic. My name is Curtis, and let's talk about how there are, in fact, no such thing as grown-ups. Proof positive, everybody in the world right now. This is Milo over here. And of course, behind the scenes, as always, Ripley. Oh, there you are with your shirt on. Oh my god, who was that other Ripley? In that old-timey booth with all the alien stuff. Meow. 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 Yeah, I remember. There was only 50 gigs left on the computer, and there should be like a terabyte. And I'm like, where's all my terabytes? Where are all my gigabigs? What's going on? My mega boobs. What's going on? Ripley, where are they? Meow. 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 Yeah. You gotta empty the trash. That's the only way to get all your megabytes back. That's the only way. So there we have it then. The other day I went through and I'm like, I have so many movie files that I convert to other WebM files and whatever to use for this thing and other things and what have you. Finally cleaned them all out. And the intro was clearly one that's still a movie file, so it's not converted. And dumped it with all the rest. So that was... So one of the old ones are still there. I'll fix it for next week. Maybe. I'll probably forget right after this. But Also, don't forget something about wearing a mask. I'm wearing a mask. Why that again? Is this just for fun? I can't remember. Is this the laziness of animation and not trying to, do lip sync on things and make sure it looks like I'm actually talking? Or is there some reason I've been asleep for a little while? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 So it's still COVID time. Still COVID time. And apparently it's like a rodeo. And it's COVID time. Guys, COVID time. And I think that's kind of the wrap it up sign in TV. So let's go with that. Both let's wrap up the COVID and also let's wrap up this stuff that you're doing. Cause oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. I watched the news for a minute and staying up to date is the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst. The worst. Oh, it's a real. Oh, I can't remember his sister's name. Shelley Saperstein? No. Shashandra? No. Missy Saperstein? I feel like I'm getting close. Anyway, I've been pretty good at limiting the news, but yeah, just the bare basic facts are just like, yep, that sounds about right. Doing my best to not do anything. Try to stay busy. You gotta stay busy. That's everybody's real problem. That and they don't know how to spell the word bored. I think that's one of my favorite memes or posts in all of this. The toilet paper stuff. I'm done. I'm done. It wasn't funny when it started. There's been like maybe 2 toilet paper memes that are like, oh yeah. Good. And I can only really enjoy them if they're clever in the way that they're like, hey, let's make a commentary on the state of things instead of like, I'm Indiana Jones and I'm gonna swap out the idol for some toilet paper. It's too late for that, dog. Thousands of people are dead. Thousands of people are dead. It's serious. It's serious, and I know we have to still find a way. That's why we're going to still have some fun here. Yeah, a lot of people are boarding. I guess. I don't know. Oh, so tired of being COVIDed up in here. I'm just gonna start skateboarding. I'm just so skateboard. Like no, no, no. Whatever. Who cares? Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. One jerk on the internet. Let's call him Pat Prouse 101. He posted okay, I forgot. Emotes are real small, so even though this is a big square, it's a real small area. Pat posted a thing about, hey, here's how to get your groceries home. And I'm like, yep, this all makes a lot of sense. This all makes so much sense. I still don't need groceries. I don't want to get groceries. There's too many. But like, he had this doctor guy. Pat goes all out on his posts. He found this doctor. I don't know where he was, in the States somewhere. And had him set up a table, taped it off, clean side, dirty grocery side, making sure like clean off all the packaging. Like, I didn't even really think of that. Makes a lot of sense. Cardboard, that's gonna hold some virus, so get rid of that cardboard right away. Like, recycling, get out of here. We're done with you. And then all the other stuff, like just garbage, burn it, whatever you gotta do, and wipe everything down, and just all the stuff. And that's not even counting like, oh, if somebody delivers you food, leave it out on the step for a day or two, like Meatloaf, the guy, not the food. Treat your meatloaf like Meatloaf a day. That's his last name. Oh my God. See, we're having fun. We're still having fun during panic attacks. That's how you live your life. You got to stay busy and come up with a thing. Yeah, it's all stuff that makes super sense. Meanwhile, you still see people coming and going. And then there's still, Facebook is just so irritating. Again, mostly for the jokes that just aren't good. And the other thing that I can't stand, and I could never stand this before, pre-virus, BV, before virus. Right now we're DV during virus. Can't wait for AV, audio visual after virus. But yeah, BV. I already forgot what it was. Fox, holy snaps! Haven't seen you in forever. It takes a pandemic to get people back together. Um, oh man. So before pandemic, before virus, I've we've talked about this before. I'm not good at birthdays. I don't deal well during birthday time. But during virus, what drives me crazy. Okay, this color isn't gonna work. It's the same color as my selection. um, is those posts that are like, "Oh my god, but my birthday is happening during the virus." Like, this is affecting me so much. I'm not gonna get my birthday burritos or whatever. My birthday quesadillas, my birthday drinks, my friend who I see in my birthday. But what about me? Like, thousands of people are dead. They're not gonna have a birthday. So thank whatever magical thing that you believe in, or just thank yourself, thank the world, thank the people that stayed home. That, yeah, you're only going to miss one birthday. Missing one birthday is awesome if you still get to have more after that, right? And also stay inside, don't go to the beach so that, you don't kill anybody's grandma, don't kill any grandmas, don't die yourself, don't end up with a bunch of tubes in your head. The things that the news showed me. The ventilators, I didn't know they looked like that. They're like space domes. Oh man. Um, and yeah, that's the only thing is like my one of my real just like I live right across the street from the liquor store, and I'm honestly like, like I feel like I should be drinking. Like a lot of people are like, oh, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna start drinking. Like, I don't really drink that much. But it also kind of seems like, hey, that's killing germs and whatnot. I shouldn't I? Like, I do have some vodka in the fridge. It's been there for a long time, but I don't know. I still have work. I still have work to do, so I gotta work all day, and then take a little bit of time to have a nice solid gold panic attack. Hey, cool. Now, if you just delete that, I wasn't in the middle of drawing anything. Just delete it mid drawing. Thanks. There you go. Um, like, oh well, this is just a secondhand store. It's like one of those $3 lap desks. I should get another one because I've drilled holes and stuff in this one so I can mount cameras to it. And then fancy drawing tablet. There we go. It's a Huion. Hey, people of Huion, you want to send me some free stuff? Go for it. I mean, I basically have everything I need here, but I don't know. I wouldn't mind giving a bigger tablet a try. What would that hurt? Yeah, I got plenty of stuff. Don't want to be greedy. Um, no. No touching this screen. Just Wacom tablet pen style. Cintiq style, if you will. Anyway, we'll do some Curtis emotes. I'm keeping it small on the screen right now because I'm still ranting and raving about, state of things. The state of things. Cintiqs are forever, though, Pat. You know that. They're too expensive and too high quality. Yeah, it's got like a 3-chord dealie, so one cord comes out, goes into the power, another cord goes into, yeah, the USB-C thing, and that goes into, oh yeah, and then an HD hole. So weird. So weird. Well, yeah, it's USB. Well, yeah, no, I guess it's USB HD and then a USB power cord, I believe. And then yeah, but I have to run all that through a USB-C thing because that's what they put on the back of. Yeah, this is really weird. Like usually half the time when I move it back here, it cuts out on me for no reason, even though I haven't disconnected anything. One cord would have been awesome. Too many chords. All right, let's do some sad. The old sad crying emoticon. That one's gonna come up every once in a while, right? Fill the glasses up with a little bit of... I just had to order a cord, a USB-C adapter. Speaking of cord nerding, one cord to rule them all would be the greatest. Like, that's what the wireless thing is doing for us right now. It's just like one phi to rule them all, and in the cordlessness bind them. There's a lot of foxes out there, Fox. A lot of foxes. So anyway, as we discussed with Moxie Fox and myself on the podcast, what about me? How come I'm never on the podcast? It's not even visual. You could just be me, whatever you want. I mean, I could just be there whenever I want, because you're not me. We are two completely separate entities. But on the podcast, I could just jump up and say anything at any point in time, but that never happens. That never effing happens. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. You're kind of annoying. This is the fun of you is the fun of having something to hate. And, I'm not going to hate the people on here. That's bananas. That's bananas. I don't even know if I'm looking at you right now. I have to look up here and look up there. And I can't. Should have. Again, we've been over this and over this. But yeah. Yeah. Speaking of there's no such thing as grown-ups. Why is there no such thing as grown-ups? Because in events such as this, remember before? That means the virus. Because we're DV right now. We're during virus. And I forgot what I was doing here. Delete. And let's make you invisible. I definitely don't know enough about Blue's Clues to know quotes from Blue's Clues. Anyway, drawing camera. There we go. So I think I'll still give this some big black outlines and see what happens when we look at it small. Let's try 2. So yeah, one of the things, I don't know if it was Pat that posted this. I think it might have been Matt. You probably both posted this. Either way. It was adorable. I feel like it wasn't, maybe it was text. Maybe it was a person's voice. Either way, excuse me. It was somebody saying, hey, maybe it was when I was watching the news. Either way, stop looking for loopholes. Why don't you stop looking for loopholes? Because loopholes are what makes the world go around. Nothing really gets done unless it's done through a loophole. I mean, seriously, every famous person, every politician, everybody has a story of here's what we weren't supposed to do, and here's how we did it in spite of the thing we weren't supposed to do via the loopholes. The loopholes are what make success. Therefore, shut up. Yes, loopholes are how everything works. That's why streams are a thing. Because it's like, hey, I'm just going to do it. That's the loophole. No one's stopping me. I don't know how to draw anymore. So yeah, he's just like, stop looking for loopholes. The only loophole is stay home, don't interact with people, and then the thing doesn't have an avenue upon which to spread, right? It doesn't have a trail. It doesn't have a virus superhighway of people's faces and mucus to travel on. So that's it. Like, that's it. It's the only thing. It's the only thing to keep it down and keep grandmas alive. But these grown-ups that don't exist, because they're not really grown-ups. There's adults, and then there's everybody. It's we're all just the same 12-year-old doing whatever we wanted to do. Hey, what did you love? I wanted to be Mr. Dress-Up. Did that make me Kathy or Finnegan? Can I be Finnegan? I think I should be Finnegan because he's like the most adorable. And Casey's kind of weird. Raised a lot of questions with a lot of people. No! This is the opposite of Finnegan. Ripley's the Finnegan. Ripley's obviously the Finnegan. And you're not even Casey. You're probably Chester, the one that people hated later on. Why are we talking about Mr. Dressup? We got drawing to do over here. So, to prove that point, I don't know who these people were. Sorry if you're watching right now and I'm offending you, but I'll make up an example then. This isn't a real example. People going to places and being like, hey, well, I still want to hang out with my friends and get coffee, so I'm going to get coffee, and then we're all going to like park our cars adjacent to each other, open them all up, and then we'll still be like within 6 feet away from each other, so then everything's fine, and then we can still hang out for a while. Like, really? Really? Who raised you? Who raised you? Whose mom said like, well, if you get me in a loophole, then yeah, you're allowed to sneak out and do all the drugs all night. Like, obviously, I didn't say don't leave through the window. I said don't, if you go out that door and go out doing drugs with your friends, I'm going to call the police and I'm going to disown you as a son and or daughter. And you come home and you're just like, oh my God, Mom, I did so many drugs, but I went out the window. Oh, got me there. Got me there. And that's what people are doing right now. I rest my case. I rest my case, I guess. I don't know. That's what happens when I watch the news. And then, I don't know. And then I called my mom and basically gave her this same rant. Listen, I'm not trying to ruin day drinking. Day drinking and driving, yes, I'll ruin that all day long. Please, if you're gonna just stay home and be drunk, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. I don't care what anybody does. Just find something to keep yourself busy that doesn't terrify me. That's it. Like, again, just for some real world perspective, don't make me cry right now. Don't think something terrible. For some real terrible stuff, the news was like, hey, our worst fears happened at this retirement home in Ontario. Like, most of us got it, and we're all wicked old, and a bunch of us died. Like, way too high of a number for me even to remember or to repeat, because it is just like, this is draining. I'm going to go try to have fun on the internet later. I'm going to go compete with John Krasinski on the internet later, because all the celebrities are just like, hey, check it out. Check it out. I got a YouTube show now, too. Is somebody named Curtis starting something? Forget about it. What has he got? Some cats? I've got fame. Beat me again, John Krasinski. Beat me again. And that's the big fear, the big confusion that I worry about is nothing I hated more. Like, whatever it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when every single TV show, there was like 19 TV shows that were all about how everyone over 24 is dead and all that's left is these children. Like, I hate this. I hate this. But I don't... Also, just to be a conspiracy paranoid nut, I genuinely do kind of think, genuinely 100% almost believe, that the fact that old man Don Don up there doesn't have it supposedly, and if he doesn't have it, then I'm like, oh, you know what then? He set it off then. He tried to take down China by spreading it there, and then it got out of hand because he didn't realize people love to travel so much, and it just makes a lot of sense that he's like, no. I'm gonna take over the world this way. Followbot. Followbots wage their battle to increase the revenue by scamming Weirdos. More than meets the eye. Scams all over the internet trying to get your cash, I bet. In exchange for factory clicks. Oh. I mean, there's always going to be some theories of how conspiracy. I was going to try to add the Y to conspiracy. Um, but yeah, odds are it is what it is. It's just, you know, people get themselves sick. People eat weird things. And life finds a way. Everyone gets Ian Malcolmed. The Autobots continue to wage their battle to defeat the evil forces of the Decepticons. But that's it. That's all I've got to say about it. All right, that's it. So the only thing you can do is avoid all the things and stay inside. And everybody's streaming now. Everybody's making something. There's lots of comedians that are just like, hey, here's my special. Here's my old special. Here's my new special. I'll just put it on YouTube. Everybody doing what I can to entertain, keep people inside and happy. And that's great. That's great. There's a lot of people out there that don't have any choice. They're just like, what are you doing? I gotta go try and save lives. Some idiot called the police for no real reason, and I've got to go there now and now risk my life by being in the vicinity of humans. And stuff like that. Not to mention, you know, people who are actually like working in hospitals. The fact that I want to call her avocado sharks now. Space sharks, laser sharks. There we go. The fact that laser shark just got a job at a hospital. I'm just like, no, 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 no. Why are we saying no? Because no is the best answer. No is the best answer. Where is she? Wait, what were we talking about? It's okay, Batman. Go back to whatever you were doing. Just, it's cool. It's cool, man. Just gonna draw some pictures over here. Pat! It's the only thing you can do is stay at home and make a show for the world. How will people know about those little space guys? The little Kerbals. The little Kerbals. Because if you want to get to space and you want to have some weird double face, you gotta go see Pat. Get yourself some salsa / pace. And take those Kerbals up to space. Do a trip around the moon. Come back real crazy soon. Then tell your story in the form of a croon. You gotta learn to play the bassoon. Oh man. But anyway, the real thing, it's all about staying busy and enjoying your Doritos. But mostly staying busy. Staying on top of yourself and making sure you don't go too crazy. You don't do damn it, I can't talk. You don't go too crazy. And actually, let's start a little debate real quick. A slight debate-ish debate. Yeah, needs a little bit of hair on the side there. What the? There we go. Brown. Darker. So you should... Now, K, Synex. Now, K, Synex. Don't know how to say that. Now, K, Synex. What do you say? Now, K, Synex. What do you do? Now, K, Synex. Follow me. Thanks for the follow. You. Hmm? Mucinex, TJ Miller. Um, but yeah, like I said, um, I don't know, like every day or so, basically, I'm just like, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we doing it? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Got to get back to work, finish my work, or the day is over. Now I want to make comics. Like, why? Why should I be? Should I be preparing for AV after virus? And when I get the book printed, and then go back to the market and start selling it again and stuff like that, or should I be? I don't know, changing my life completely, turning this into some sort of garden room, growing all of my own food, like the very end, not to spoil it, of the passengers, the passenger. You know that movie where Chris Pratt, I think it was Jennifer Lawrence, totally ruined Jennifer Lawrence's life. Yeah, like that's the thing. Is like I know that I'm not going doomsday bunker and whatever. If anything, banking might change. I don't know what's going on. And then yeah, just the idea of like, all right, cool. I'm gonna try to eat healthier. I can't wait till I feel more comfortable going to get vegetables again. Oh, that's too dark. That's too dark. That's not gonna work. Excuse me. Let's do one of these then. I'm in an apartment building. This is as doomsday prepped as I can get. This is it. And that's the other thing too, is like when Amazon is still delivering stuff, when the mail is still running, it's still definitely not doomsday. It's definitely not doomsday. He says as he draws a cartoon of himself crying. Um, but yeah, so you just get into those. I get into those moments where it is just like, uh, you've been talking about those for 1,000 years. Either get them or stop talking about them. What was it? If you haven't Instagrammed it, then it's not true. Um, but yeah, so getting to that moment where I am literally just like, like I can't breathe, like I can't breathe, and then thankfully I've gotten good enough at this where another part of my brain is like, are you sure you're just not breathing right now? Did you breathe out and then clench real hard and now you're just staying clenched and breathed out? What if you tried breathing in and unclenching? Like, good idea. What is his name? Drake. Like, not breathing. Breathing and unclenching. That's a great way to get around it. And just remind yourself that doing stuff is what is the point of life. No, I still haven't watched Tiger King yet. I genuinely thought for the first 1,000 posts about it that I was like, this must be some crazy anime. It sounds like an anime. They're always called Tiger King and whatnot. So all of the Tiger King talk got me thinking, hey, I'm gonna go try and find season 2 of One Punch Man on the internet somewhere and finally get to watching that because I've been missing out on that like crazy, like crazy. It's just the best. It's just the best, and I know that it exists. So why not go watch that? And so far, season 2 just as fantastic as season 1. So impressed. There's a few things that I'm like, that's not very season 1, but still great. Still great. I know. Why won't you let me click? See, my problem with the Tiger King, I know I haven't seen it yet, and I, I genuinely don't really know what it is about, other than um, the piece of video that Netflix plays, regardless of whether or not I want to see it. So I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, I definitely, I think I do have to watch this. It does seem like a roller coaster, and real life roller coasters. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know what's happening right now. Oops. Okay, I accidentally hit something in Flash to request tutorials. I guess. Yeah. Close all these tabs. Get out of here. Um. Whoa, 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 whoa. Episode? Okay, I thought it was like a one-time documentary thing. It's episodes? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that. It looks too intense. Too intense to do by myself, I think. I'm not sure. 7-part? Three. Three I'm in. I'm in a 3. 7. But anyway, as I was gonna say, my problem with the Tiger King is not that anything. It's just that as soon as I start watching it, then I'm like, well, now I need to make a crazy movie. I need to make a documentary about something stupid as well, because it's clearly crazy people being crazy. Then it's like, there you go. And for some reason, this is the crazy stuff. This is the crazy stuff. You sitting here with a cat with a math god talking to it, having it talk to you, like that all makes no sense. This is the crazy stuff for everybody. You're not the Tiger King. Are you sure? Exactly. Huh? I'm not the Tiger King right now. I've just got a different set of tigers. I think I'm the Tiger King. All right. I've only got 2, but I mean, yeah, I think he's got a whole zoo, so he's probably got a penguin as well. That's me. I'm the penguin in that situation. Shut up. So, I don't know. That's gonna be a crying emoticon, I guess. Like most things, I'll probably redo it after the stream. Oh, I'll still watch it all in one day for sure. The only reason I didn't watch every episode of One Punch Man in one go was because 2 reasons. Reason 1, I gotta read it. It's all subtitled because it's an anime. I don't watch a lot of anime. I watch One Punch Man and occasionally Attack on Titan. But yeah, I would have just watched every bit of it from beginning to the end. But I'm like, I want to get some comics done. I had some idea for some Little Sam comics, and I've still got a bunch more pages to add to that story as well. So I can't draw comics and read a moving comic TV show at the same time. So I'm like, all right, fine. I'll stop and then I'll reward myself with some One Punch Man after I finish some comics. And then I did that. Then I think I just watched YouTube for a minute, and of course you watched it twice, maniac. But yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. Is like I have to. Sometimes I just can't do things. I can't ingest content because it makes me want to make content. I'm not good at watching all the content. When I was a kid, it was like, that's all I want to do is watch all the shows. But really, I'm just like, I'm so inspired and I want to make things. So, yeah, I'll definitely watch it, and then it will inspire me. I already have the audio recorded for my Tiger King movie. All I need is some. I need that lightning bolt to be like, shh, do it, do it. What do you care about the noises those other people make? Use it. You've watched several movies, and this is me talking to myself. What if I just take over and just say you've watched several movies that are taken from real life audio of weird neighbors and whatnot, and that was cool. Everything kind of worked out fine. Nobody got murdered. Maybe some threats were made. Anyway, it'll be fun to get some threats. It'll be fun. Get some threats. Yeah, let's get some threats. Okay, that's the thing. I don't want to get threats, but yeah, I've recorded some building audio. Just one. I tried a few different times, but this one was just like one long streak of just like, oh, we're gonna be this noisy this long, and then wrote a movie to go with like this is what I'm gonna do in spite of the. Anyway, if and when I make it, that's when we'll see it. But like I said, we got to keep busy before we go crazy and invent a bunch of characters that we talk to. Um, oh, Pat. Oh, Pat. Oh, Pat. Oh, Pat. Oh, Pat. You know how I'm always here just making up songs. Uh, Pat's just got a great name to drift into songs, and also I know that I can't upset Pat, so I make him a pretty easy target for my little improvised theme songs and sometimes sitcom situations. I forget what last week's was. Was Pat having some sort of relationship with a tablet or something? I don't remember, but. Feels weird doing like full square emotes, but the best way to get that much a nice amount of face in there. Anyway, just doodling. We're just doodling. But yeah, Pat. That's the other thing I want to start doing. Why I ordered a cord. Part of one of my panic attacks was like, okay, I need a USB C. No, I don't. I need a Lightning that goes out to a USB-C and a USB so that I can plug in this magical little dog that I got from Amazon, which I thought this isn't going to get here for 10 months from now. So that was an order placed into the ether, and then it was like, hey guys, guess what? It's COVID time, and I'm like, cool. I've got a $15 keyboard from like the 40s that I like to have fun with, but I'd love to have a little tiny one that I can also plug into my computer and stuff, because I can't plug that one into anything. So I got this little deal, and it's got some drum pads. Oh. But it's only got a little tiny speaker because it's meant to go into other things to be like a. Oh my god, that song I have watched more than a few times in different iterations. The version on the it's like party night with weird bald guy, too high collar. I don't know what it's called, but it got suggested to me. That version of Do You Remember My Mom? So good, and such an inspiration as well. So yeah, I was messing around with a bunch of programs for hours on the weekend as well, and I eventually come back to like, oh, GarageBand. It's still GarageBand's the thing I know, and it does the things I want it to do. I don't need to spend $300 on software. / I can't find free software that I can understand. Audio software is the hardest. So I want to just mess around with like just improvise, just making up some stuff, making some loops and having fun. So yeah, like I can't do loops on this. I thought I could just record loops. Hyper Marty 69, that name's the best. Hyper Marty brings a hyper party and then he mentions a 69. It's a little out of place and a little in your face, but we're having fun, Marty. Welcome to the party. What in the sweet hell was that? Shut up. That's how we have fun. So we'll do a lot more stuff like that. Some days one day I'll just have a straight up like we're just doing a music thing. I don't know how to play. You've seen my Instagram. I know a few chords, and by know a few chords, I know how to claw my fingers into a way that sounds good most of the time. So that's the thing we're going to try. So I need that little adapter, even though I'm just like, I'm like a minute and a half walk to a place where I could probably get that adapter. Staples, I could go and they'll deliver it to the door, but I don't want anybody up in my face. All right then. I guess Amazon is going to run the world. Amazon's going to run the world. And I'll just order from Amazon. And what else did I order? What else did I order? All right. We're not going to do a lot of emotes tonight. I don't feel that much like drawing. But gotta keep busy. Right? So Hyper Marty, what are you doing to keep busy? Are you keeping busy? I don't really care about your answer. Cause here's the thing that I've been doing. Oh, for the love of fun. So a long time ago, I ordered like a blank action figure kind of thing, and then I found a Barbie head that I'm like, that fits. I'm gonna do some repainting, and I made this little guy. So I get him. Hi, it's little Curtis. Hello. Super posable. Got some little Converses on, some great pants, a little belt. A little belt. Yeah, that's a $20 outfit. Like, I don't know how. I went back to the internet and all the outfits are like $90, but this one was like 20, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. It's a weird knockoff drawing maquette thing that's ultra posable. So he was dirt cheap, but also whatever. But yeah, if you really look at the paint job, it's super bad. Like, I do not have the ability. I don't know what is wrong with me. I cannot paint something and have to be like, hey, it's smooth. Look at that. You applied color to something. It's always, hey, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't know. I guess I carved some paint into that. Everything has texture. That's why my last Instagram painting that's in the hallway now, it's super texture, but on purpose, because I took a board, put some gesso on it. I took the poster that came with the poster frame, which is what the board was, slapped that down, covered that with gesso, so it's like Mod Podged into this kind of textury, papery thing, and I was just going to paint some texture. And then I put some gremlins and some leaves in it, and it's weird. So I ordered, basically this doll head again. I found another version of this Ken, which is like, it's a $9 Ken at Walmart, but on the internet it was $14. I've got a handful of doll bodies from taking the heads off and trying to modify them. So yeah, it almost like, at first I was really surprised at how good it was coming out. And I'm like, I can't wait to stop motion this. I've already got a little short thing in my head. And I ordered some glasses. A cord connector deal. I reordered this head so I can repaint it, because this one, the primer that I put on it was crazy, so it's kind of all messed up. Like I said, if you really look at it, it's insane. And yeah, I don't even understand. Like, there's some people online, I'm like, wow, I'm watching you paint on physical things. Whenever I do that, I just can't. But the eyebrows, I'm so impressed with these eyebrows, guys. So impressed. Even the beard, pretty impressed with. The eyes are the worst. But yeah, like I said, I ordered some Barbie or some Ken glasses. So there's 2 pairs coming someday. And And then, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's nice and blurry. If I can get Ripley, come on now. Ah. Turn your head. There it is. See, it looks a little burn victimy. A little burn victimy. So, I already know what I did wrong there. Plus, I'm not using any kind of model paint. I'm literally using these, like, generic acrylic paint. So, I don't know. I was just messing around. I also was kind of like just doing this while I wasn't really paying attention to anything. Just procrastinating between doing comics. I'm like, oh, I'm tired of looking at that weird Ken head up there. I'm gonna repaint it real quick, just to see how the paint takes it, how this primer works. And when I say primer, I use gesso, which was not the right thing. So and I also made some glasses. They did not turn out well. I made a pair out of some wire that were a little bit better, but again, I was like, what am I doing? I should go to bed. And I made another pair out of cardstock that looked like they were made out of cardstock. So hopefully the pre-made glasses will be cool. They were $6. That's reasonable. Shipping was included. See if I can get this in. Oh yeah, that's right. I got one hand in my pocket and the other one's giving a high five. This is the greatest thing in the world. So yeah, he's been there you go. Up there on the stage with, if you've watched the Alien Barbie video on YouTube there, it should be just a few weeks back. He's up there next to her, staring at me with this shiny Ken face. Not even a Ken face, shiny Ken's friend face. That's just like the shininess. Again, I did 1,000 things wrong with this. So yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try another one. And I have a few more experiments I want to do on this head anyway, so just basically get all the mistakes out here and then see what happens. Pants are all bunched up. But yeah, he doesn't stand up super great, but stands up pretty good. Stands up pretty good. And that's my other experiment is I'm not sure. It sounds crazy, but it also sounds like, yeah, that makes sense. To up here. But I mean, that thing lives up here. So who knows? Meow. 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 Yeah, I mean, your faith in me does give me some inspiration, Rips. But my other idea, I don't want to pick it up again. It's going to fall over. This model building is brought to you by Powerade. With B3, B6, and B12. It's all the B's that you need. So yeah, my other experiment is I want to cut the mouth. Ever so gently and slightly. So there's a little hole. And fill the head with a pile of clay. And hopefully will give it some sort of rigidity so that I can slightly adjust the chin up and down and open and close the mouth a little bit and see what that does. The only other thing I can think of is completely opening the head up, and then I need to know more about stuff, and I don't. And I just don't. So there's that. That's why I made that couch as well. I was going to order some furniture. Oh, miniature furniture is so cool. But I'll just make some more with my felting dollar store wood technique. And then eventually the plan is this guy has his own show where he's interviewing where he's interviewing action figures and whatnot. I'll talk to imaginary cartoon things, and he'll talk to toys. Maybe some real people. I don't know. I don't know anymore. We're not allowed to go outside. There are no more rules, but there's more rules. Just don't go outside. Stay off the beach. I don't know. And then there's that other option where I just go in and, yeah, make Photoshop mouth movements, which I kind of don't want to do, mostly because of laziness. Even though it's easier and faster to do all your lip sync that way, it's mostly just like, no, once I finish animating something, I want that to be the animation. Unless, of course, like I'm really, really making a film of some kind. Excuse me, most of this stuff is just about like having fun with making toys move. Again, there's no such thing as grown-ups. This is just this guy facilitating what there was this kid so many years ago, like 30, let's say 30 years ago, maybe a few more, a few less, but for the course of a good chunk of years, about 30 years ago, this little kid named Curtis, he just wished and begged for a world where he could just stop motion his toys and move them around and then look at that back, not for, not even to make a movie. I definitely don't want to have a job in a stop motion studio. That sounds like the worst. But I do like doing it. So yeah, I feel it is my duty, like it's most of our duties, to listen to what that little kid wished for, however many years ago, and go, granted. Very few of us were little Alex P. Keatons going, I wish I could work in some office where I'm facilitating calls so that somebody can get their thing and the paperwork will be collated to the... A bit of me wanted to do that, all right? Office type sitcoms maybe didn't want to work in a fancy place like that. But most of those little kids were just like, can I play with that keyboard? Because when I was a kid, I want to say maybe like 14. I'll give myself 14, maybe 13, probably 14. Occasionally my dad would come home with cool things. Or just weird things, semi-unexplainable things. But let's just say maybe somebody else should have owned those things, and then somebody else had those things, and they were like, hey, I'll sell those things for a real low price because I technically don't have a whole lot of overhead to acquire these things. So every once in a while, my dad would be like, hey, check it out. I got this from Brian. Okay, cool. This Brian guy has cool stuff all the time. Anyway, he might still be alive. Sorry, Brian. So, one day, I don't know why I thought I would just start playing around with this. One of the things that he came home with was a keyboard, like a Casio, like, regular, a little bit longer than this. Like, as near as I can tell, it's like, that's built for children, right? Like, this is made for me. I've always wanted to be able to just mess around with a little keyboard and not get yelled at, right? And the keyboard was like, hey, I brought home this keyboard. There's the batteries. Like, oh, yeah, what do you think about that? Like, this is amazing. But before you can touch this keyboard of fun, you must make sure that you play it not just for screwing around, but for the purposes of learning to play music. Alright, that's the rule. No just banging away on keys. You must be playing. Okay, I'll put it up here where children can't reach it, and you will have to ask me for it, and I will say no. I'm not in the mood to listen to the loud machinations of children. It's not how my dad sounded at all. But basically, that was kind of the thing. Like, I don't want to listen to keyboard playing. Like, of course you wouldn't. I don't either. I hate the sounds of other people's doings. So, Space Goody. Wow. It was usually weird electronics, phones of some kind. 90% of the time, nothing I was ever interested except a Discman once. Like, yes, please. And this keyboard. And it sat up way up on top of the cupboard forever. It's just like, well, my weird robot logic dictates that if I'm not allowed to use the keyboard unless I'm playing proper music, but I can't figure out what each of the keys sounds like without playing them, and I don't know how to play proper music because I'm just a dumb kid who's never touched an instrument ever. And that's the only one. The only one I have access to is way up there. So this isn't going to work out. So a handful of times, when nobody was home, which I was, just young enough that it's like, all right, you stay home, you babysit your brother, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, well, I can't do it while he's there or I'm babysitting because as soon as I go to get it, then it's like, give it to me. I want to smash things. Like, oh, come on. So it's only when nobody's there, get it off the cupboard, sitting on the kitchen cupboard, like, do, 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 do. I love this. I think I love this, but I don't know how to play music, so I'm breaking all the rules and ruining lives. Put it back up on the cupboard and go about my life. I'll go draw pictures. Drawing pictures doesn't create sound, and that will make me the perfect child and or accompaniment for life in general. So I usually try. I've spent most of my life trying to be wicked quiet, and now that I'm in a building again with other people, and I realize, oh yeah, nobody cares. There's no such thing as grown-ups. Everybody's just doing whatever they're doing, to whatever degree they want to, and it's my turn. It's my turn. Or slash, I'm old enough now that I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna make music. It's not gonna be good. But yeah, again, going back to the John Benjamin thing, like he put out a whole album, and I thought maybe he even knew something, but he didn't. It sounds terrible. Nobody stopped him. Nobody's gonna stop me from doing this. I mean, every once in a while I get banned or not postponed. What was that thing that happened to me before? Expelled? No. But whatever. I get told you're not allowed to do this anymore. And then eventually I come back. They always come back. One punch. Trying to think so hard. What else? What else is in the world, in the news, in the zeitgeist today that won't bring us all down? Or what did I watch other than some more anime? I got nothing. All I can think about is One Punch Man, and how much I can't wait to watch more of it. And keyboard fun. Emotes. Some little Sam pages. The comic is over 60 pages now. So my new goal... My next goal is 72 pages, and then after that, I'm going to have to go to 100. So once I hit 72, then I'll be like, all right, it's done. Let's ship it off to the printers. But mostly I'm like, hey, my new deadline is when everything's cool again? Is everything cool again? Is it safe to come out now? Excuse me? Mrs. Pummelhorse, I'd like to get down now. After virus, AV, I assume a lot of people, a lot of documentaries, a lot of films will just start popping up with the old like, how I spent the virus, how the virus affected me. And like, all right, cool. Most of these are going to be stupid because, it's kind of being covered live. Everybody is doing their TikToking right away. I still have yet to enter the world of TikTok in any way, shape, or form. But TikToks have been seeping into my Instagram. And I've noticed that as the TikToks seep into my Instagram, and as people aren't allowed to go home, moms are seeping into the TikToks that pop up. And from there, the moms are setting up their own TikToks where they're doing their little 7 second, 12 second, I don't know what version of Vine this is, little dance moves. So yeah, TikTok is getting Facebooked way faster than Facebook got Facebooked. Or mommed, I should say. Oh yeah, let's do a pog face. Ooh. So that's cool. I'm half like, all right, keep your TikToks out of my Instagram feeds, guys. You know, when you just do a search like Instagram, show me the world, and Instagram's like, I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, when did you last go outside? Stay off my rug. Don't you dare go outside. Don't touch my apples. Just please stay inside. I'll tell you where to go. It's nowhere though. And then Instagram will show you the world. That was awful. That was so awful. I can't even. Like, if I could wear another mask on this mask to help keep out the awfulness, that's what I would be doing right now. You're awful. Oh. Sidetracked with a song. Singing things randomly. Also singing them dumbly. Tennessee Tuxedo's friend was Chumley. That's an old world filmation, you see. I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore. Oh yeah, that's where I was headed. Just select the color. The after virus thing for me will be, hey, here was my virus project. The book of comic strippings or whatever I've called it so far, which, you know, as always, whatever I say on here will change by the time it becomes a thing. I have to say, I mildly kind of hate drawing emotes just because they are so small. So small. In this HD world, we're living in an HD world. Trying to just be an HD girl. But when you're making some emoticons, they've got to be 8 pixels square. I mean, 18. 8 would be crazy, but that's still a very small square. Ah-ha. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you? You're the ones that are watching this. Oh, snaps. Wrong layer. Yeah, without pupils, it's hard to direct eyes. I want to say, oops. Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. So I have to say, I literally make emotes for a living, and this is the worst emote designing I've ever done in the history of emote designing. I don't know. I kind of like this one now, but I made that terrible one. You like everything, Patrick. Oh, speaking of fooling. Speaking of fooling. If I could catch everyone right now, and if you could just relay this to everyone else in the whole world, please and thank you. April Fool's is, what's the date? Tomorrow. It's tomorrow. In light of what's going on, and for the rest of our lives, let's say, April Fool's is canceled, guys. April Fool's is canceled. Hola! Bazoo official. Ooh, the official Bazoo. How's it going? We're just drawing some cats and stuff. Como esta? Javier? Is that a Javier from Texas? Javier today. Or Javier? Javier. Javier. Javier? His name is Javier, and he's following you there. And hosting! Holy Javier McGee. That's great. Does the TX mean Texas? That's rude. I shouldn't have said it like that. I'm a monster. I'm a monster. Oh, snaps. What was I ranting about now? Comic book is my COVID creative project. Oh yes, Milo, your head stripes. It's you'd think I'd be able to just look right here and see you, but for some reason I can't. And that's your fault. Get rid of these side stripes though. Let's grab this orange. Let's fix this orange. You foolish, foolish fools. You don't even know. If you just stay inside, avoid the virus, the best way to go. Yeah, these eyes are too big. But the virus is gonna cheer up, and we'll put on a happy face. Yeah. But yeah, every year there should be no April Fools. And just like Moxie Fox's war with local feeding establishments, local food establishments, who at the beginning of the hey everybody, we gotta change our ways a little bit here. The restaurant posted something along the lines of like, we're going to assure you that like from now on our employees are going to be like washing their hands and wiping things down and making sure tables are clean. And she decided to jump in the internet and say, excuse me, what do you mean from now on? Like, isn't that something that restaurants should be doing all the time? And yes should have been the answer. It should have been just like, yeah, like the easiest thing, like, I don't know how any business stays open or doesn't just have somebody who can go like, hey, somebody said this, what should I say back to them? And then I answer the phone and go, you say, yeah, I mean, yes, we've always been doing that. BAU, business as usual, dogs. And that's cool. You're just, making sure for people who need to hear it, we are doing it and we're awesome. But instead, they were like, whoa, oh, no, like, you don't even, like, we're actually good people. and and then people in the community that I don't know, I might hate that community a little bit. No offense, Space Goonie and Pat. But people like me was like, no, they're great people. Like they can be as filthy as they want. Please, just don't be a jerk to them, and let me just be a jerk to you. And it's just like, wow, stay off Facebook. Like, don't even have those fights. Like, people know, people already know. Or now you know, hey, time to avoid most businesses. I saw one meme. Again, I didn't watch Tiger King, but I saw some meme or post or whatever that said, like, hey, this lady realizing that she ate at the Tiger King commissary foods hot dog stand, whatever it was, and now seeing the movie and realizing what it is. And I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. Yeah, I always assume everybody's being disgusting in the food making process. When I eat out at any place, even at a pita pit where I can see them doing all the stuff, I'm still like, I'm accepting the fact that I'm eating somebody's spit right now. Maybe they spit on it earlier, maybe they spit on their hands, maybe something fell on the floor. I'm accepting that something um, is unsavory about everything made by everybody else. No offense, but if I've eaten food that you've made, there are very few people that I'm like, yeah, make me some food. I can't wait to eat the food that you make. This is going to be great. 99.9% of the time, I'm like, all right, can I get out of this? Is there a way to not eat this? It's got to be some way to not eat food that somebody else has made. Not even just because maybe they're gross, but maybe they like onions. Oh no. Dumpster? Oh god. Walmart dumpster pizza. Come and get it, it's a feast, yeah. Walmart dumpster pizza. It's way cheaper, 'cause it's free. It's put in the dumpster, it's left there for me. As long as I get there before Hobo McGee. Yeah, maybe I'll have to fight him a bit, but I'll get that pizza. And it'll taste like, oh, snaps. Oh, I want pita pit all the time now. Like, I don't even love Subway. Again, I always talk about Subway because it's right over there. It's just the easiest and quickest to get to. But if pita pit was right over there, I would stop getting groceries for the rest of my life and I would just go to pita pit all the time. And I don't even like a variety of things at the pita pit, but it is just like, yep, I can see everything that's going on here. People are always nice. Everyone seems all gloved and super clean. And you know, there's vegetables. And it makes me feel like, hey, I'm doing something good. um, but yeah, like there have been days where I'm like, I just did a bunch of stuff. Like, should I go get pita pit for supper as well? I'm still not home yet. Um, when I say vegetables, I mean I put lettuce and cucumber on it, which are like the least vegetable-y vegetables. So I finally started adding spinach in it as well. And the only thing is in the churro pita pit, there's no sprouts. Or else I would also get sprouts. That used to make me feel real good, like real better than other people. Like I get some sprouts and I'd be like, hey, don't forget I'm better than Pat. Throw some sprouts on there. Like, oh yes, the better than Pat special. And and yeah, I don't know, but it's like I only get chicken Caesar. I've only ever gotten chicken Caesar. Every time I see somebody else get something else, the falafel, or the chicken souvlaki, I'm just like, that looks amazing. Should have tried something different for once, but you know, you don't get to be this much of a me without, not changing things. So Digby chicken Caesar. of the Crouton Brigade. Hey, time's almost up. Don't forget, you wanted to just keep the thing at like an hour or whatever. Wait a second. Was it 8:30? 9:30? Oh, it's an hour and a half. Okay, so we'll keep it an hour and a half then, I guess. We're not good at counting? I don't think we're very good at counting. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Meow, meow. Yeah, no, you're great at counting, but nobody can understand a word you're saying over there, so it's useless. It's useless. You're not even wearing a mask. You might as well be dead. You think that iPad's got a mask app on it? It doesn't. And if it does, it doesn't work. Guys, it's okay. It's okay. All the time in the world. I'm gonna say probably 34 years old. I'm gonna go 10 years later on your avocado shakes. Like, I'm pretty sure I've only started eating sprouts ever since pita pitting, and although that's been about 10 years, I'm pretty sure sprouts didn't come into play until about 8 years ago. Oh, snaps. Yeah, let's do it. I'll go 32. I'm going to say 32 is my first sprouting outing. And yeah, that's the thing, is after a while, it's like, they do look like they taste like nothing. And it was mostly like, ugh, it looks like it's like rope or hair in my pita. Like, I can't do that. And finally it's like, oh, they got so many nutrients. They got like the most nutrients for the smallest amount of thing. I gotta go for it, right? Gotta go for it. I need those nutrients. Gotta get that nooch. Guys, I did it all for the nutri. For the nutri. For the nutri what? Ants. We'll make up better songs than that next time. Oh, adorable. The late Sprouters part is what I'm laughing hysterically at. Hilarious. Oops. I gave Milo a little Madonna thing. So we got a scared face. We got a crying face that I absolutely hate. We got an ooh face I might still keep. I don't like that crying. I think I'll probably still have to go with a Milo crying. So the other thing is, I do so many... in my job, in my day-to-day, everyday job, where I make emotes and all kinds of like these things for people, and occasionally some stuff kind of Milo-ish, but mostly the overlays and the the we'll be right backs and whatnot, like these things. Hey, who's that Pokemon? It's me! But I make a lot of emotes for people, and the thing about making emotes for a majority of the nerd world is that a majority of the nerd world looks just like this. They got a beard, they got glasses, and then usually it's just the hair that kind of changes in face shapes. But I've done so many that I'm like, I kind of hope he rejects this and says, this isn't what I was working for. This is what I was looking for at all. Because I want to steal these for my own, because it already looks like me. It already looks like me. And now that I say that, I realize there was somebody that was like, I don't want these. I wanted my real face. So like, here you go. Photoshopped your real face into emoticon form. Now I just have to take your hat off and put my hat on there. Put my hair on there. And I've got this set of emotes that I love. I think are super great. But I do a lot. I do a lot of different streamer stuff every week, every day. And I can't remember how long ago that was or who that was. But I can't remember what it looks like, so it'll take some scrolling. But I'll get there. And yeah, I'll probably use those, because as far as I can remember, I thought they were great. But anyway, like I said, every day, not every day, but at least every second week, sometimes in the same week, I'll be like, hey, here's 3 different streamers' emotes. None of these people are me. And every once in a while, I'll send them to like people that I know and be like, check this out. This isn't me. And they'll be like, no, that's you. And I'll be like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's somebody else completely. Here's a real picture of them. And they'll be like, and I'll be like, yeah. my Nicolas Caging over here. Faces are just off and on everyone's face. What is that noise? Ah, CTK is hanging out. Hey, CTK. And my brother. Oh, God. So before I leave, instead of watching my stream with me and my cat that my brother doesn't like, my brother is watching another stream. And on that stream, there's a maniac that we've talked about before who, like I said, he pulls knives on people because he gets startled and he's nuts. He's got a motorcycle in the back of his living room that he will rev up and do burnouts in his living room. Police show up to his house to take him away. And again, I think last week I told you that my brother told me that he was opening up mystery cans of food that people left on his doorstep after trying out different dog foods and cat foods. Good guy, super good guy. My brother, said he's a bad guy. He's a super bad guy, so he deserves to be treated like a nut and have weird things. So my brother and his girlfriend are currently calling in. He keeps cutting my brother off, I guess. So I'm guessing there's a link here. If I click that, once this is over, I will hear my brother talking on another stream while he's not watching this one. I'm pretty sure he watches this sometimes later on after the fact. But either way, that's fine. He doesn't have to watch this. But it also gives me stories when he harasses other people. So next week, I'll tell you about whatever this file has in store for, my brother's girlfriend having fun. Sequestered and trolling. Just doing some trolling, some classic trolling. And if anybody's wondering why Mixer isn't here, it's because of classic trolling. I only get trolls from Mixer, and I'm sorry if you had to switch over to something else because you love this so much on Mixer. But Mixer, for me anyway, just seems to draw unbelievable hate crime speech and trolls. So yeah, I'd rather just not deal with that. Again, like I always say, mostly this is a place where I'm just hanging out with Space Goonie and Pat and Avocado Shakes and CTK, and other people just get to watch. And that's it. Just again, hey guys, here are my stories for the week. Even if I don't move, I still have something to talk about for an hour and a half, you say? Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. So you about to wrap it up? Time to wrap it up. Ripley, wrap it up. Meow. 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 No, you don't listen to him from now on. Since when? Shut up. All right? Everybody calm down. Okay? Oh yeah, I think it's time to be the end of the show that this city deserves, instead of the end of the show that they need. But those are all both the same end of the show. Is the show over yet? All right, if everybody wants to end so bad. Oh, God. Oh, is Community on Netflix yet? It wasn't on the other day. I know that it's coming to Netflix soon, and that's what I was thinking was, ooh, time to go rewatch Community again, because, that's one that does not get old at all. Oh, you and your Prime videos. I mean, again, after Virus, now that we're all probably going to switch over to Amazoning everything, then, yeah, I should probably just get some Amazon Prime and watch all those things. But, there we go. That's an hour and a half. Like I said, I've been Curtis. This has been Milo. My name is Major Penguin. No one ever really introduces me, but I have so much to say. And not today. And anyway, every Tuesday, we're doing something. Either drawing comics, sexy dinosaurs, or emoticons, or maybe we'll play with some toys and do some stop motion again someday. There's always There's always gas. There's always gas. Talk too much. Talk too much. But thanks for stopping by and letting me invade your living rooms. And there we go. Hey, that's in case Ted or Bill. I don't know which one is always on the TV, but that's for Avocado Shakes his cat. Yeah, he's always up on the TV. He loves me. Cats love me. Exception. But yeah, end of stream. Have a good night, and hopefully next week I'll do some more emotes so that the bits will actually be worth something. So when people give some bits, you can get some emotes. And like I said, I'll try to do something that's worth something to the people. As always, podcasts, nosuchthingasgrownups.com. Instagram, at nosuchthingasgrownups. All the updates, all the artwork that I draw here and otherwise. And that's about all that matters. Twitter is also no such thing as grown-ups. I don't check it, but it just gets fed from my Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. Yeah, stay safe. Wash your hands. Clean your neck. Wash your face. Then wash your hands again. Clean your ears. Then wash your hands again. Wash your feet. Then wash your hands. Wash your hair. Then wash your hands. Shave your face. Then wash your hands. Take a poop. Wash your hands. Where's the end button? Ripley, did I delete the credits? Oh, good. I didn't delete the credits. Oh, yeah.